we're ready. And boy, oh boy, do we have a show for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Come all to the carnival.
I mean, I don't know how many topics you have, but
I mean,
I have
it's just whatever I have on the dome. So
quite a bit of topics.
go for it then.
First things first, I have acquired clarification on the tortoise and the hare scandal. That's not the word.
That's
the
not the
tortoise
word
and the
at all,
hare
man.
bullshit. So, believe it or not, it's even worse than which animal do you prefer? Which animal do you think should have won? It is worse than those. The prompt is essentially, who do you think would win in a rematch?
Oh, okay.
And that makes me so angry. Because now it's like, is it even a
Is
contest?
this new music?
I don't fucking know. Probably. It's probably not new
It's new to me.
in the whole scheme of things. Relatively new,
That's all.
one might say.
What isn't new to me is other players standing directly in front of me and completely blocking my stream of shots. Fuck it is.
Sorry, Gavin, with this new information in mind, who do you think would win in a rematch? The tortoise or the hare?
Probably still the tortoise.
Why would you say that?
Because the hare is inherently arrogant. I feel like it's arrogance.
Inherently?
Yes.
You know, I'm a big believer in, you know, making up from mistakes, you know? Making mistakes, natural part of life. You learn from them, you don't make them again. And you're very conscious of them. And
The
I don't
problem is
remember...
the hare is not a person who's conscious of their flaws.
We don't know that.
We do know that. The entire point of the story is that they are not conscious of their flaws.
Well, that's because, you know, you lost the race. You didn't lose a race beforehand. I mean, I don't remember what the stakes in the story are, but,
It was just the title of being the fastest in all around or whatever. But,
okay, so that sounds like something...
oh, and
that
when it's being
Sonic
the
would-
best racer in the round or whatever.
That sounds like something that the hare would lament over tirelessly over losing the race, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that it would hit him pretty hard. If there was a rematch, he would just fucking smoke this tortoise bitch.
I don't think that's the case because the hare is arrogant as established and is too egotistical to know better.
We have two fucking... Oh, right, it's question marks.
Yep.
It's nighttime.
My time is the right time.
Am I using the wrong fucking controller?
Are you? Willer.
Or am I using Luke's is essentially the question, because this thing is gummy and gross.
You just
And I hate
marm
it.
all over the controllers.
Basically, and a splatter scope, so this is great for grillers. It's such a stupid Splatfest, especially for like a 48-hour one.
Like, I'm sorry, man, but like that really loses weight when you say it. You literally said it about every single scratch.
And then I already said this last time. Oh no 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 no! It's a ramp! Oh no 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 no! Hold on. I can't see.
It's problematic, so I'm fine with like hordes and I'm fine if I can get close to them, but if they're moving around me, it's like, well, like time to panic forever.
I can't believe that hit. That was way too low.
Like them friends, one and all. It really is like that.
I'm just gonna put this one in. Yeah, we're good. Oh, there's one right there, huh?
I don't think I've been targeted this whole round.
Oh my god, the amount of work I've been putting in. Astronomical.
Working what?
Hitting these dudes. With the Scopy. Incredible.
Low tide.
Again. So have you been up to anything in particular?
Yeah, the usual. Playing games, writing about games. I beat Sekiro on the weekend there.
Finally. Where would you rate it in all of the Souls games?
Among FromSoft's own, second best.
Under Dark Souls
Demon
1.
Souls. Because Demon Souls remains the best one. Just A, because, you know, personal preference and these things to me, and B, because there's a lot of design things Demon Souls did that were very interesting and correct with the series this is on again. And Sekiro actually does several of those, which is part of why it's so fucking good.
Too bad it's locked to the PS Triple.
Yeah. Apart from that, like, forget if I mentioned this last time or not, 'cause I think it was, I found out about it since last time, but like Apple revealed like a new iPad Air, it's like, well, that's my iPad upgrade sorted.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Just have to like put together getting that and then all good.
To kill you. Use the goddamn microphone.
I don't have it.
Oh, I have one. Oh!
In fact, I'm pretty sure the guy who had it used both of them on the Gorilla Glue.
I only saw one, but not worth it. In hindsight.
What else was there? I have to test it still, but I've ostensibly got equipment that will let me record my PS3 through HDMI. That's why I got like a splitter that should strip the HDCP off of its video feed, and then I can just record it through this capture card instead of relying on the old now dead Elgato. But I'll still need to replace that old now dead Elgato in order to stream from like PS2.
So now you can finally stream Chulip.
I don't think Chulip was ever released here.
No, it was.
Was it? Okay.
You could get it on the PS3 Virtual Console or whatever they want to call it.
Right. I mean, like, the PS3's, like, emulation of PS2 games is, like, shoddy and often a bit weird. So, maybe not. Hell, I'm not even sure they released that here on our PSN.
Oh, Europe. Maybe.
But yeah, like, if I get the PS3 one up and running, there's, like, you know, some things I want to knock out. Like, good old Suda 5.1's games.
You just call him Suda 5.1?
That's his name.
Suda 51?
No, it's 5.1. It's because his name is Goichi 5.1.
Literally everyone has been saying that incorrectly then.
Yep, they have been.
Well, what's 51 in Japanese?
It's like, maybe like Goju Ichi?
Are we sure that's not his name?
Yes, because it's a pun on his actual name. His actual name is not Goju Ichi, it's Goichi.
Are you one of those people then who goes, actually, it's Suda 5.1?
I mean, only if like someone says it like multiple times or whatever. It's just like a one-off mention saying that about
But it's not worth it.
Yeah, and if it's someone who, like, you know, is purporting to speak from a position of authority, I'm absolutely cutting their legs out from underneath them. I will absolutely correct them on the spot. Just go to hell. You can't claim authority on these things and say that wrong.
Well, Gavin, not everyone's a weeb. Oh, we're missing 2 eggs.
They are indeed. Yeah, his PS3 games, if I can get it to work, because I remember there was like some controller issue that stopped me from playing with the DualShock 3 for some reason. No More Heroes HD. I haven't played No More Heroes 2 yet, and I'm basically just holding out on a Switch remaster for that. So I don't want to unearth all my Wii shit and make sure it all still works and be able to take Wii with the room and everything.
Wii?
Wii, yes. No More Heroes 2 is a Wii game.
That sounds like a PlayStation game.
No More Heroes 1 was a Wii exclusive for a few years. It was like the surprising one. People were like, what the hell is it doing on Wii? And the answer was he wanted to make you master do it as a Wii remote to recharge your sword. I'm not even kidding. There's actual like development history shit behind it. It's like involving like they wanted to make it for Xbox 360 originally, but they either couldn't get it working or it'd be too expensive or something, so that was back to the Wii.
What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck? I was moving. Wow, we're fucked.
I don't know where this guy's going. I do not know where this guy's going. Alright, sure. Hello, Hammer.
Well, on that note, I've been pretty busy with life.
I take it because I haven't been getting like daily stream like announcements from Twitch.
Well, really, I mean, it comes down to it. It's kind of me being lazy, but also kind of me having to drive 20 minutes for these 2 dachshunds where one doesn't trust me, so I have to spend additional time there until I gets the leash on, and then I have to bring him back inside because he's a stubborn bitch after that. I think it's getting better, but you know, and I've had an additional job on top of that. It's just more jobs, which is good, but maybe I shouldn't have taken this one job with the dachshunds. Especially after I already knew that one dachshund like always wanted to keep its distance from me. I'm surprised my employer who was there okayed that, because it's like a red sign, I think. It's annoying. They have a camera too. They have cameras everywhere. They have a bark sensor apparently, so I have to imagine they're recording me talking as well. So I'm like,
bark sensor. That's the problem.
I have to fucking keep out that I don't call him a bastard like I do with that bulldog that I have.
You just call every one of your clients a bastard.
I mean, he is a stupid fucking bastard. I hate him. Like, he's a bulldog, so he's heavy.
Inherently a piece of shit.
No, that's not true. But he's heavy. And then, I think he thinks that, like, the entire world is his property. Because whenever he sees another person or dog anywhere, he just stands there. And sometimes he tries to go for them. And the thing is, ever since he was a puppy, he knows how to get out of his harness. And the employer never really, like, or the owner never really fixed that. So every time he sees a dog and he wants to go to it, he turns around and then tries to, you know, pull himself out of his harness that way. And that's where I'm like, but no, you bastard. Like, and someone who was walking their dog, because, you know, he was going after their dogs. He almost definitely heard me say that. Like, you son of a bitch, and I was pissed. Like,
I mean, I don't know if you could necessarily blame you seeing the dog do that.
It's just like, well, if that was a potential client, I don't know if,
okay, that dog is confirmed bastard. There you go. The consensus is with you. Whoa,
and then with him, I have to walk another dog who's a pug who, like, always trails behind, but is also kind of stubborn.
Yeah, it's probably because it can't breathe.
It's terrible. High tide, huh? I'm getting the fuck out of this place.
Yep,
oh, gushers. Nope, let's go over here, so that means it's over here. Yep. This is easy. I whiffed that shot. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been doing nothing while taking a break. Other than taking naps that are longer than they should be. Like, I'm so tired. Like, I stayed up until like 4 to compensate for the nap because you just can't go
I
to sleep
noticed
after
that when you're like still on Discord when I was like in work and like trying to like kill time before like the daily meeting. And I just saw that you were just online and I was like, what the fuck?
And so I got like
Scooch over
a
to
record
Chris's side.
A record
Hammer
low of
switching over to your
5
chat
hours.
explicitly because you don't read mine.
I mean, with this new setup that I have, like normally what I would have done is, you know, put up my chat on like the iPad and then the other chat on the computer. But because of how the TV's set up, I really can't look over at the monitor as often as that. So
Sounds like you need to rearrange your room again.
yeah, no, that's not happening.
I think you need to even fucked it the first time. Oh well, I didn't realize everyone was dead.
Well.
You've never played your Switch on the TV. That's weird to me.
Yeah, considering it's literally the only way to play the Nintendo Switch.
That's weird
Imagine
to me
there's
'cause
gonna
you
be
actually like go around the place and like stay at other places where you could be playing it.
Yeah, but then I'm not streaming it.
Oh, that's right, you literally don't play video games unless someone watches you.
Also, it's like really, really small.
It's
It's like unnecessarily small.
It's
So I'm
really
gonna sit there
not.
with my controller that's like bigger than the screen itself at a table, slouching over, looking
What kind
at
of like
Splatoon.
Giga controller are Americans using that it's bigger than the 7-inch screen on a Switch?
You have the Pro controller.
Yeah, I do. It's not as big as the fucking Switch screen.
Like there's too much stuff to keep track of. Like in something like Splatoon, you know, the camera is relatively zoomed
I
out.
refute that. I actually had a pretty good time playing Splatoon 2, like undocked, just on a table.
I think I mentioned it before, but I played in handheld mode recently, just so that Luke could get my gear, so that you know we play a game together, so that he could order it. And my God, I couldn't keep track of anything. In Salmon Run, the thing that just basically is Sixth Sense right now.
Sounds like someone has eye problems.
I mean, I do.
Well, that's true. You wear glasses. But...
That's long distance though, not short distance. I actually fucking got an eye appointment by myself, so I'm proud about that at a new eye place. It's weird because I filled out they're like fill out a form on our website to save time at the appointment. So I go to sign up for it, and then whenever I put the information in, it just loads the word forbidden in normal text. I emailed them, they're like it's working, and I'm like okay, so I try again. It's not working. It still said forbidden. So I tried on Luke's laptop right before the stream, and it worked. So.
Okay.
Hopefully
it just
that's
hits
fine.
your computer.
I'm legitimately surprised that fucking like eye appointments like this are a month away. I'm like, what's the earliest time you have? She's like April 10th. I'm like, what? Not April.
Yeah, I was about to
Hey,
say like
hey.
you kind of fucked it there, man.
Like, May 10th, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'd want glasses now. Oh, that sucks. And I also called this place to get orthotics for my shoes because
What are orthotics?
they're like, you know the insole thing in your shoe? Like you could take it out.
No.
Like that, it's kind of like padding
Okay.
for the shoe, and basically it's like one that specializes in feet formations and stuff.
Ah, okay.
You can spend apparently $300 to get a custom one. So like, you stand on this machine and it measures the pressure of like your foot or your feet.
This is what you were tweeting about. Okay.
Yeah. So like, my mom said she'll pay for it, so I'm like, okay, I'll go over. You know, I ordered it because I'm like, fuck it, like. I'm gonna start working out and shit, and I can't work out if my feet are hurting for 3 days every time I go to the gym. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting an orthotic because I'm gonna need it.
I need to look into that because like I had conundrums of getting like properly fitting shoes for Christmas, and
Do you have wide feet? Like I may or may
I don't
not.
think I do, but whatever. Well, like one of the pairs of shoes I tried wearing was like fine for all of a day, and then when I was walking to work one day, just fucking like something seemed to nudge and just cut into the side of my foot, and I was like, oh fuck my life.
Cut?
Well, it felt like a cutting sensation. It didn't actually get cut, but it was basically a lot of pressure suddenly, and that was hell. And I was like halfway to work, and it's like a 40-minute walk, so that was fun. And even after I got them off and like, you know, replaced them with shoes that did fit, my feet were still just fucking aching forever.
Yeah.
Just every day I was walking to work, so then I eventually just had to stop, and then I had like just basically all Christmas off anyway, and that seemed like just being a piece of shit and relaxing for like several days seemed to finally fix it, because like I'm not walking to work again and not having that problem. But maybe I should look into like some of that shit just in case there is some form of damage like that.
I've had a similar problem recently where basically, you know, I'm going to the gym, so I have these old ass shoes that I've had for literal years that, you know, the insole has holes in it basically.
Not as bad as the pair I had when I was getting that shoe swap at Christmas, where like the back end of it was literally just falling off.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It had like a kind of hole in it from the friction over the years. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get a new shoe. So, you know, this shoe I actually just picked up at DSW. I have a history of terrible, stupid feet where I have to, like, my mom took me to a specialist foot store, or like shoe store.
Yeah.
Where they measured my feet and we tested shoes for hours because I have like wide, flat feet or something.
To be honest, that sounds heavenly, and I wish I had a store around here that could do that one.
Yeah, it's like, so I'm like, well, I don't have to do that now apparently, since we didn't do that last time, and I would rather not do that. So I just went to DSW, picked the closest shoes to my current ones, started wearing them. Turns out they're like too small.
Well, shit.
I picked a wide one. Like, it's just like my my fucking toes hurt basically.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, you know, actually, really, what caused me to go get it? Because I'm like, there's no way my foot has grown. It did.
It did.
But I didn't know that. While I was getting the orthotic, the doctor was like I was like, I have a wide. He's like, what size? What's your foot width or whatever? I'm like, I have a wide foot. And he looked at my shoes and he's like, it doesn't look wide. I'm like, okay, so maybe I should get wide shoes. maybe that's a problem. You know, I want the most optimal footwear if I'm going to be working out and walking dogs and shit. So I go ahead and go to a foot specialist place. I think the last one we went to. I'm not gonna say the name because I think it's local, but and they fit me with these shoes. You know, they're wider. It doesn't have a kind of curve on the bottom of the shoe. Yeah. I guess. And also since I really suck at tying my shoes, there are these things called like, what are they called? Laces that you just kind of, elastic laces or something that you just kind of pull up, and then there's this little thing that holds them in place. And I'm like, I love the concept of this because I can't tie a knot for my life apparently. It was embarrassing in the shoe store. I'm like, I haven't done this in eons and just slip it on. So this girl who's like probably 16 was there tying my shoes for me. Oh, hopefully the people across the store don't see this. But she was nice about it, so whatever.
I mean, it's probably not new to her. Like, she probably sees shit like that all the time.
Yeah, probably. I hope so. So I'm wearing these new shoes that are supposed to be like a good fit. Yeah, we didn't go through foot measurement stuff, but they seem confident that it's it. And I'm like walking Brody for the first time, and I have this 2 minutes walking him, excruciating pain on the entire bottom side of my left foot specifically. Not the right foot, just the left foot. I'm like, okay, this is weird. Maybe I just have to get used to the shoes. This continued for days.
I thought that before Christmas, and I ended up just basically crippling my foot for a week.
But yeah, basically, it's the same deal. So I'm like, okay, let's try switching the insoles of the shoes. Maybe that's the problem. And I didn't fix it, so that's not the problem. Oh shit.
Who's alive?
That's me.
Shit. Everything's fine.
So basically now I'm just wearing the old shoes. The $60 old shoes that are too small for me but are infinitely more comfortable. And these new shoes that I got that are supposed to fit were $130. So
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I don't want to let them go. So I'm waiting for the orthotics to come in. Just to, you know, that'll give them, like, apparently it's supposed to fit the orthotics really well. That'll be the ultimate chance. And if it doesn't work, I guess I'll just go back in the store. You can't really return shoes, can you? So
Depends.
I can just hope that they do something about it.
It's one of those things where you can like confirm it's like faulty product.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, I'll just buy my current shoes a size up. $60 down the drain again. Fuck it, whatever. Be done with it.
Yeah.
Have some orthotics. So I had that whole foot problem. There's this eye problem. And then, you know, obviously I'm working out. I'm watching my weight and stuff. And it's like, oh, working out isn't enough. Like, you should get a diet. So I'm like, yeah, I really should.
Nerve getting a diet.
I mean, like, my lunch for a while has just been half a pound of meat and then, like, several cookies. So
I can just imagine you just fitting an entire chicken breast into your mouth.
Obviously, my calorie intake is terrible. So I'm like...
Yeah, cookies. I kind of noted that as well, Hammer. He said cookies. It's like,
I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So I'm like, Googling this shit. I'm like, probably the best thing would be to just get one of those meal plans, you know? Like, they ship to your door, and then it's just, you eat just that, and that's it, right?
I guess.
I'm like, that's how I control myself, and that's how I don't have to go looking for ingredients and fucking things up.
The best thing about, like, growing up semi-poor and, like, growing up to parents who lived in poverty is that basically everything you eat is basically always just, like, vegetables that are, like, homemade meals out of vegetables and, like, occasionally meat. And that just becomes a fucking habit. So, like, it's like the literally thing when I got like the fitness check and work, they're literally like, you know, your diet's fine, like you have like perfect cholesterol, everything's fine, you're just fat 'cause you don't exercise. I'm like, oh great.
Dude, it's insane. Luke is bigger than I am.
Yeah.
But basically, I bought this scale. I didn't know it did this, but there's like this, it uses like electrons or some stupid shit to like, it sends them up your body, and then it tells you shit like your skeletal bone mass,
What?
how much body fat you have, what your weight would be if you didn't have body fat, your muscle mass, your body water, and you know, I mean,
very odd.
You're probably like Luke, right? You're like, this isn't real, right? This sounds fake. This sounds too good to be true. That's pretty much what I was like. But Luke was a real dad. I was like, so I Googled it. Apparently this technology has been around since like forever. Okay. It's only been optimized since. So now it's like, it's reached the point where you can buy a $20 scale that has all this shit.
Oh, shit.
I was expecting a normal ass scale that just tells you your weight to be $40, and then I get this. What a bargain!
Went from 100 kg to an 85 last Christmas, and then Christmas ruined it, getting close to 85 again. Pretty good. I think I'm at like 110. I'm fat.
Really?
Yeah, kg.
Oh, kilograms.
Yeah, I'm not 110 pounds. I'm not made of paper.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I'm like, what the fuck? So like, I thought I was in around like 200 because that's what I was when I last weighed myself, and I'm like, you know, I've been exercising. 233. I mean, like what? No.
The thing to remember is that muscle mass weighs more than fat.
No, but you know what? I could probably pull up the fucking app right now. It's fat, dude.
All right.
Like
I mean, to be fair, like, I don't mean to insult you when I say this, but when you come in here talking about how you just keep getting sandwiches from a fucking
I know
place, can't say I'm not surprised.
Well, I don't go to Wawa as much anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm better about that. But it's fucking like I have this kind of double chin. If I like 75% of the time I feel like when I sit down, I hate it. And then I've been fucking, I'm such a dumbass. I fucking dry my clothes in like heat, so they all shrunk. So my clothes,
yeah,
so that makes me more conscious about it. So I mean, I guess it's a good thing, right?
This is the thing where I don't put my clothes in our like drying machine because it's like that shit will just shrink it, and if it's shrunk, it's just welcome to hell.
It's terrible. All of my amazing T-shirts now will probably only fit me if I fucking get to that point. So I'm going all I'm trying to go all in on this,
It's never like one or the other. Like it's always you have to do both. It's always like diet plus exercise.
I want just exercise. That's easy enough for me.
No. It has to be diet as well. 'Cause that's the thing. Is, like I eat basically all fucking fruit. Like stir fries. Like I eat like there's basically big piles of fucking fruits and onions and rice with like just high protein shit like chicken as the meat. And like I'm still a fat cunt because I don't exercise. Well, I say don't. I like get walking to work now and like gradually working up to actually exercising.
I mean, yeah, because I'm like, oh, you walk dogs for a week. That means you get plenty of exercise, right? No.
Not plenty, but you just have to get enough, really.
Like, the fucking dogs don't walk half the time anyway.
Okay.
And even then, I feel like 15 minutes. Probably.
I need to work up to that hammer, like where I just get like the 20 minutes per day. My current problem is like when I get out of work, I'm just kind of okay, like actually like exerting effort can go to hell because it's time for me to play video games or write or something.
Yeah, because you're at work like 9 to 5. It's like,
I am, yeah.
You don't have the time or energy for this shit. Oh my god.
The thing is, I have to make it. That's the problem. Is I can't like just like justify it going like I don't have it. Like I have to make it, and that's what I'm like trying to do.
Oh my god, and then speaking of energy, I'm like...
This is part of why I'm doing like the stream schedule thing. It's like, okay, learn to diversify your time more. Realize you can do things instead of being fat for 5 hours when you get out of work.
Well, like, part of the reason why I don't stream is like, I'm feeling tired. I'm not up to streaming. I'm not the, I'm not gonna be the lovable personality.
Well, that's the great thing about being a low energy cunt even on stream. I don't have to have energy to stream.
Yeah. So I tweeted about this. I bought vitamins for my energy, suggested by someone, and I'm like, you know what? That sounds right. Because my diet is shit, so I probably need vitamins. I tried one yesterday. These are giant pills. And then I got like a stomach ache with a full meal.
Well, this is the thing my friend who's tried bodybuilding for a while like warned me about. It was like vitamins are all well and good, but be careful vitamins. There's a lot of sugar in them. Check the ingredients of like your pills and all. When you like select them in 22 gigs, they might just have like packed with sugar and shit.
Centrum Men. So let's see. We have. Basically, I got a stomach ache even with, my half-pound sandwich and several cookies meal. So I'm like, that's not it.
That's also not surprising because like. Your body isn't used to just getting like a basically like raw punch of vitamins straight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe I just need more. But I'm also thinking maybe I should cut them in half.
Yeah, basically it's a workup thing. Like your body needs to like adjust to basically just getting like raw vitamin slugged into its fucking self. It's the same thing with shit like like protein powder and all. My friend was like the first time I tried protein powder I threw up. And I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, Luke has that, and I've been wanting to try it, but
I mean, that's not something you need for this like regular getting fit. That's something for when you're bodybuilding.
Well, I want something for like just making me full without having a lot of calories. So I googled that. It's like oatmeal. I can do oatmeal, but then my fucking dude's like, oh well, if you like the brown sugar cinnamon oatmeal, and I'm like, yeah, that's the shit. Well, turns out that's really bad for you. You're gonna need to get the normal one and then get your own brown sugar and then put a little bit in. And I'm like, okay. So at the last,
chia seeds. I was gonna say like sunflower seeds. I don't know if they're actually any good either. Hello, Zebra biscuits.
I can't find sugar on here.
That's a good sign, at least.
What the hell is riboflavin?
Don't know.
There's a lot of vitamins. There was like this survey. It's like, what do you want out of the vitamins? I'm like, energy. It's like, how old are you? You know, in this age range. Here.
I haven't seen this Salmon map before. Yeah, this is like the newest. This is like the last one they released. I didn't see it until like the last day.
Last week.
Yeah, last week.
So I'm making a lot of progress.
Well, that's good. Self-improvement's great.
It's amazing how easy it is for me to be motivated to get to the gym. I was like, well, I'm never gonna fit in my schedule. It's gonna be too much work. And no, easy, not that far away.
Yeah, I know.
It's
you
hard.
consistently like cut your streams off to go to the gym. Like, oh shit, there he goes.
Yeah, it's good. But then well, you know, I don't want it to be crowded, so I can only really go in the early afternoon and around when it's closing. So if my schedule doesn't, you know, go around that, then I either have to try to make it that, you know, more often than not, just go. I guess I have this desk peddler thing, which doesn't actually fit under my desk, which is really annoying. But I'm like trying to, you know, use that as a substitute for gym days.
I basically, if I like once I get to that point, I basically would have to use the gym because we don't have any room to have exercise machines, even just like, even just like we know where to store that fucking thing.
So they're expensive.
They're expensive, yeah.
Also, my mom's paying for the gym membership. Also, we live in an apartment.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You live in an apartment, so you can't just have, you know, you can't just be pumping on a fucking,
yeah, the second floor of an apartment.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
you just can't be like thumping away on a goddamn. I keep forgetting the goddamn word. The one you run on.
I mean, I have like the peddler, and you know that like the Herman Miller chair is kind of raised up. Like it's not like, you know, on the thing. So basically, whenever I used it on the Herman Miller, it was like bum, 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 and I'm like, oh my god, are they hearing that downstairs? Probably. So I switched back to my mean chair for doing that. Where the fuck?
Here.
Oh my god, are like the things? Yeah, jump rope, can't do that. Apparently that's like the best cardio. Yeah, I'm always looking up like best way to lose weight. It's like cardio. And I'm like, okay, what's the best cardio? Like, jump rope, and I'm like, what am I, 12? But also, I mean, like I could do it outside, but I'd probably sooner die. So I don't even know what the fucking plan for dieting is.
I mean, you know, my recommendation is just like chicken plus, you know, an assortment of fruit and vegetables. Like grapes are nice, tomatoes are nice. I eat them for lunch every day. Cherry tomatoes or regular. Some of my cherry tomatoes, I just cut like a regular tomato into slices and just eat that. It's like, yeah, that's good shit.
And it's like, oh well, you get acquired taste, so you should eat healthy foods a bunch.
Are also like extremely good for you.
Yeah, I don't like those.
You're gonna have to start liking them.
Yeah, see, that's what I was just talking about. Where people are like, you can acquire taste for anything if you eat enough of them. I'm like,
I mean, you can.
Oh, I don't think I'm at the point where I'm desperate enough to torture myself.
I mean, it's not a case of desperation. It's a case if you want it to go like smoother or better. You know, down the hatch. I
did the oatmeal thing. I searched the store for like 10 minutes trying to find the brown sugar, and then I fucking had to like there was like brown sugar that was like $7, and then right under it brown sugar that was $1.
The other thing like I eat is like strawberry yogurts, which are pretty good. Like low-fat strawberry yogurts are like nice shit.
I was told you shouldn't eat dairy, so I'm like, okay, I'll cut, you know, the bagels and cream cheese out, which is good, and I'll cut the yogurt out because, you know, my poor face.
Yogurt's also like fiber though.
Yeah, so that I was told yogurt's actually really good for you. Yeah. You should get yogurt, so I got some yogurt.
Especially because a lot of yogurts will have like fruit chunks in them. It's like, yeah, good shit. That's like.
Oh God, no. You
have like a lunch. You have like a lunch of like, you know, like a fruit yogurt, a banana, like a little tub of grapes, and tub of tomatoes. And that's like 4 or 5 things. And then I go home and eat dinner, and half the time that's like a stir fry, which has peppers in it. And there you go. It's your 5 a day. Yeah.
Look, the big problem is I have a giant stomach. Like I can eat a whole pizza.
That's because you're American.
So like the
Like
problem
that's
is
just how that works.
like that wouldn't fill me, and my pursuit in life is comfort.
Like,
That is
like
it.
Will was
And-
up on the weekend there, which is a thing I could probably talk about as well. But and we ordered food while we were like watching movies and shit, and like he like got a large pizza, and like he's like when he's like considering ordering it, he's like, I don't think I could eat that. And then he remembered, oh wait, this is a sensible place where a large pizza isn't the size of like his fucking arm span.
Did he talk about the square pizza in Philly?
Yeah, he did. And sure
Yeah,
enough, he ate that whole fucking pizza.
It's insane. So, like, my pursuit for comfort does not fit in hunger very well. It was fine when I was depressed because hunger was really no concern, but I'm not depressed anymore.
Terrible thing to say.
Not even close. Well, that's the thing. When you're depressed, you have a loss of appetite, right? So, it's like, that was probably the best thing about my depression. I was 144 pounds.
Sticks into miracles.
It's, of course, depression's not good, but
Don't get depression to lose weight. Don't do it.
there's one thing I wish I could have back. It's that loss of appetite. So basically, the idea is, do I have to like starve myself? And when I say starve myself, that's in quotation marks.
Yeah, it's
like
you
I
know,
probably-
like, does the American have to eat what everyone else in the world eats?
That's why I'm saying like I kind of want like one of those meal plan things. So it's like I know what to eat. I know the portion size it has been picked for me, and then I will try not to eat anything else, no snacks or anything.
Rice is really filling. You should consider rice.
Yeah, there's a rice cooker we have, and I could probably do.
Yeah, like rice is like A, really good for you, and B, like very filling.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'm making a list of potential things I can.
And like, there's like a katsu curry sauce sold by Tesco.
Excuse me?
What?
Mary Poppins can go up there?
Still can. We have entered a new era.
But at the same time,
And I'm
like
just
talking about all
currently
this,
eating pizza. Yum yum.
I'm talking about all this diet shit, and then I retweeted a picture earlier where it's like I think it's truly knowledge, taking a whole pizza, wrapping it
Oh
up,
yeah, I remember that.
wrapping
And
it
you're
up
like, I
and
wanna
eating it like a
try
burrito. I'm over here telling Luke I want to try that. And I, with 100% serious intent, I want to try that.
I want you to take pictures of you doing that.
I can stream it. Why?
Yeah. Twitch social.
Social
Watch
media.
a man eat a pizza like a burrito.
That'll count as a stream one day.
I mean, I'm sure it already counts as a stream. There's probably on Twitch right now getting like, 2,000 quid for doing it.
Well, I mean, like, for my invisible quota that I should remove from myself because it causes undue stress.
But really,
But,
the best thing I have ever done is just going, okay, every 2 to 3 days, and it's at my jurisdiction from there.
Well, but before we move off, because I had a really good segue there, but basically, talking about going to the gym, I've been using the treadmill, which is...
That's the
you
thing I
finally
was,
pick up,
yeah.
by the way, and what the fuck, you can't just do that! And I'm like, no sweat, no problem, I can do this forever, except, for my feet hurting. I used the elliptical, or like right before the stream, and I was dying like 5 minutes in. I'm like, oh, which is good, I'm like, I finally have.
There's those other leg muscles I haven't been using.
Yeah, so like, I worked up a pretty big sweat for the first time at the gym. I'm like, you know what, I gotta do this more. I gotta do this more too. So no more treadmill. Besides, it's bad for my feet anyway, apparently. So I might just do that every day, except for tomorrow, because I have to be at a house literally all day. So, fucking puppy.
Elliptical is what Hammer uses, huh? What one is the elliptical?
I hate it. Ellipticals that it's not how do I describe it? Like you put your feet on two platforms, and then it's kind of like you're walking upstairs.
Oh, yeah, okay. We had one of those a while ago. I
hate
that thing. It
I hate
broke
it,
and
though.
became basically useless.
It sounds like a medical procedure. doesn't it?
I guess.
I'm getting my elliptical today.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. So, you know, we have the bike, we have the treadmill, which is like very on point. Elliptical. Fuck you.
Help.
Yeah, I've been trying to think about how I want to stream games.
I won't lie.
Yeah. Because I'm like, you know, 2 games is pretty good, but like, I kind of miss 1 game, and really it's just like, you and I watch, or used to watch anime.
Yes. And then you decided just to fuck off.
Well, that's the problem. I'm busy. Like,
Yeah. I know. I'm just.
when I'm not busy, you're asleep because of work. And when, you know, you're not asleep because of work, I'm busy on the weekends or something. It's just like this endless cycle of shit. So I was thinking, like, what if instead of having a second game day, I replace that with just an anime day? So I play 1 game a day, next day anime, next day game. So that way I'm. This sounds stupid, but you know, me playing games, I'm like enriching myself, you know, because I'm playing.
You
games
are.
blind.
You're playing like things outside of Nintendo. You're like.
I mean, but even that, like with Pikmin 3, that's long overdue for, you know, Pikmin fan like
you're
myself.
like, you know, filling out your backlog and enriching yourself in terms of like game experiences.
Basically, and then like with anime, that's also a kind of enriching experience where you just kind of you're in the know.
I'll show you the
anime
ways
and
of
stuff.
Keiju.
So I'm thinking it might be worth it. You know, less streams for people, but
You can also do what I've done, where like once I beat Chantic, because I'm just gonna stream that after this and just slam it out tonight, even if I'm playing till like 3 in the morning. And just like fuck, once I do that, it's just like
wait, oh shit!
within the span of 2 months, I've basically done like 3 games. Like, if you're just like focusing on 1 game, you can slam it out a lot faster.
But that like, then another problem arises. Then there are the outlier games, the games that don't end, the games that aren't progress that I still want to play.
My
That's just not
solution
gonna
for that was basically like the thing I said, where I just gonna have like, you know, Saturdays or whatever was here, the stream day where I play like multiplayer games or whatever the fuck. And basically, I'm technically starting that next weekend for the Splatfest. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I don't know about so much about Splatoon, but there's like Tetris 99, which I really want to do, because that game is just amazing to watch. And Smash, because Luke always pulls this fucking card that I hate, where he's like, you don't even play Smash.
I mean, he's right.
They're like, you're not allowed to have opinions on it, though, you know.
He's right.
Am I not allowed to have opinions on it?
I mean,
It's
if you
like,
want to talk like
being
meta and all that shit, well, you can't have to play the game, you know?
My Yoshi is still probably better than both you and Luke combined, and Luke plays the game.
That
like
is not true, because I remember driving you up the fucking wall by just standing backwards and shooting at you in Smash 4.
That's in Smash 4, my friend. Yoshi's like top tier, and he doesn't even have a side B. What the hell's up with that?
Well, you said he was like bottom tier like last week. Which is it?
No, he's been top tier for a while. Probably thinking of me talking about him in Smash 4.
No, you were talking about him in Ultimate. You were
makeover.
like, Lucina's top tier, and I hate that, but me like Yoshi isn't. And I'm like, okay.
No, it said Lucina bodies Yoshi. She's like a hard counter.
Okay.
Maybe 3.0 will give Yoshi some swordy options.
Basically what you're saying is, it's just gonna be Smash 4 over again, but this time I'm in your face.
Maybe. I like play Smash very unconsciously, which is bad. Well, it's conscious, but then, you know, my moves are kind of unconscious where I don't use tilts as much as I should, even though Yoshi's tilts are amazing, stuff like that. And basically, it's I want to learn too. It's not just Luke being like, you don't play Smash, you can't have an opinion. It's also like I do want to be good at it, but then it's also fucking. The last time I tried to play Smash,
that is the other thing.
it was terrible. Like, I felt like I couldn't fucking adapt. So we'll see how that goes. I have no idea.
Smash Award when he was here and just did like the Smashdown mode. He won most of them. And to be fair to him, A, it's because he's pretty good, and B, Fuck that game way too many times.
To what?
Around the point that the stage opens up right underneath me as I'm like, you know, doing like little max like side B to attack him, and the stage just fucking collapses underneath me and I go into the void. It's like, well.
I have a question.
Yes.
Not playing on Omega 4?
No, we weren't. It was just meant to be like, you know, casual fuck about it, and then as he kept getting shit like the Dragoon constantly over and over again, I began to realize that people don't play fire. And so I was just kind of like,
Luke loves Little Mac. He doesn't play Little Mac a lot, I think because he's afraid of losing to Little Mac. You know what I mean?
He doesn't want that love shattered by thinking.
I mean, for the longest time, his meat number as Little Mac was the highest, and I think that's why he didn't want to play Little Mac, because he didn't want it to be torn down. But then he played Dark Samus and won like 5 games in a row, and now she's like 4.2 million. A character that he's never played, so like now she bears that, thankfully. Yeah, we'll see. Because I like, of course, there's Yoshi. I think want to get good as Yoshi, but like I want to get good as other characters as well. Like Mario. Mario seems like the
This is going really well. This is going really well.
No one's fucking chilling in one spot like us.
I am.
I kind of want to main Olimar, even though that's impossible as well. I want to main too many.
I guess I should actually like look up and see like what people like what are the finer changes of the characters, how people actually work on. Instead of just going, you know, just going, oh yeah, no, I play a Smash game before I need to do this. Every Smash game picks on the standing corner shoot. What's the difference, really? One thing I did learn from playing Smash Down on the Wheel was that Pichu is weirdly fucking good.
Yeah, Pichu's top tier.
That's weird to me. So I played him and I was like, this is like the damage is like negligible, and he's just fucking Pikachu on steroids. This is weird.
He's too small. He has an insane combo game. Of course, assuming you can get it.
He's fast as shit, and like his, you know, his head smash thing just launches 10 miles, and it's like, what the fuck?
It's amazing. I'm like, who's main Pichu?
He's not easy to use. I mean, he's basically as usable as Pikachu in my experience. Like, he's basically the same thing, I find.
Yeah, my problem maining other characters is that I play everyone like Yoshi, aka I jump, do an arrow. Jump, do an arrow. It's like
he's literally the lightest character in the game. I experienced that around the point Will, who was playing... He was playing DDD at the time, and he killed me at 60%. I was like, okay, yeah, that's the balancing factor. Also, Wolf seems pretty good.
Wolf is also top tier.
I played him in the Smashdown, and I actually kind of like how he works. It's like he doesn't really play like the other Star Fox characters, and his claw thing looks rad, and B works pretty well. Where the claw's a secondary follow-up to each of his attacks.
I mean, if you ever play Wolf, just down smash at ledge, and you can never recover apparently. So
it's fucking neutral B. Yeah, the gun whip thing is pretty rad too, where he whips the gun out first and then shoots with it.
And no one likes it. I feel like Wolf is like the most popular character online. Going from watching Luke.
Yeah, an umbrella. It's been a while. Yeah, also was good.
Like grillers, oh shit.
The only other thing I learned from Smashdown was, you know, the stuff I already knew, like, you know, Ridley and Bowser are still fucking war. And just shit like that.
I'm pissed, dude. Apparently Ridley is not good.
I can refute that around the point where I got like 2 fast kills on Will by just side being him off the side of the stage, just instantly. Like 0% side B off the level, you're dead. See ya.
I'm just saying, how could they do the most requested character in the game, probably? Like,
I mean, it's also, again, we're getting into that thing of like, who says he's bad, you know? Because is it just people who don't use him? In which case, that doesn't mean anything. You know? Like, hardware, like, is Wolf like actually top tier, or is he just top tier because a lot of people like using Wolf?
I mean, I don't know the inner workings of all that, but
Yeah,
that seems to be the
just how
general
fighting game.
consensus of
I mean,
sorry, of competitive.
like I've told you like the story of like Birdie in Street Fighter 5, who's like literally the most broken character in the game, but no one knew because like the dogma was basically like Japanese players didn't like using him. They're the ones who determine medics. They're the best in the world in like the tournaments and shit. So if they don't want to use him, he must clearly be bad.
Oh, what the fuck, God!
When
I'm alive.
the answer really was that no, he's actually like the fucking best ever, but it's because he's like visually unappealing or just doesn't play like anyone else. No one wanted to use him. And it turns out he was actually just the rage monster and just like fucking beat everyone else into the dirt if you just knew what the hell you were doing. I wonder how much of like, cause Smash has like 74 characters, so I feel like that must suffer even worse than like other fighting games do.
Oh, of course.
Because like for all we fucking know, like I don't know, fucking Captain Falcon is probably like secretly the most broken motherfucker in the game. But you just need to wait for like the one person who's like a lunatic top tier player to actually pick him up and find that out.
I mean, I don't know. How many times has an Amza situation happened? Probably not that many. Probably just Amza.
What situation?
Amza is the Yoshi player in Melee, who is amazingly good, even though Yoshi is like has always been considered garbage in Melee.
I mean, stuff like that happens very regularly. What? It was like Street Fighter 4, I forget what year, well, some guy playing with like a PS1 controller that had the end modified to work on a PS3 played as like, was it the Copper? It was someone low tier in Street Fighter 4 and then he proceeded to get like top 5 or something. Like shit like that's fairly regular. There's always one fucking lunatic who like works it out because people are like, oh, low tier characters don't learn that, no one's going to be seeing it. And then that person shows up and clean first.
Well, there's always the thing where it's like, if you play as a low tier character, you have an inherent advantage because people don't know how to fight it as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, low tier in a way is its own advantage. And as we said, like low tier is often not only determined by if the character is actually good, but just is the character being used at all. There was a video by Game Maker's Toolkit out this week about balancing games, and it actually had an interesting point on this. I forget it was in the video or if it was like, yes, it was in the video. It was like a League of Legends, is it? I think it's League of Legends is the one thing of it. Like there was a point where like one character got like patched to like nerf them, but they didn't actually put the patch out, just the patch notes because they fucked up, and instantly players were like protesting that this character needed to be nerfed again because he was bullshit. No one was complaining about him before. No one found him bullshit before, but suddenly his usage, his wins, like people complaining about him, all that spiked just at the suggestion that he had to be nerfed. Like player psychology is one of like the wildest things in these things. That's a good video, by the way. Like, I recommend it easily. A challenge.
I'm just mad because Ridley Side B sucks much more than I thought.
Why?
I'm like, this is the funnest move in the game. This is amazing, and then you can struggle out of it at 100% in 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, never mind.
That's why you use it in certain situations. Just slam them off before they can react. You know, you have to like use it situations. It's not just the auto win gank button.
But it's just not as fun.
I would argue it's more fun because when you manage to pull it off on someone when they're not expecting it, it's like suffer, bitch.
So his down B is like, oh my god, it's basically like Yoshi.
The dying B is the tail stab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
Good luck hitting it.
I mean, I have not had that problem so far. You know, you get the spacing down right. All it takes is like your opponent like not thinking for 1 second, and then like gank. The funniest thing was when I pulled that off on Will, he was playing Mario at the time, so you know, just recreate the trailer. Fucking weird.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah, and that's That's the other thing Hammer points out. It's a side B that can be used in the air. It can actually kill. Like it's a grab that can be used mid-air. The only other real equivalent to that is like...
they call that a command grab, streamer.
They do, yes. The only other equivalent is like, you know, Visors, which also kills him if you use it in the air.
Streamer, that's not true.
Alright.
Unless you mean...
If you like, want to kill someone in the air, by like flopping off the side of the stage. I guess you can use it and land in the air and land on the stage. And...
Wario.
What does Kirby have?
Is inhale.
That's not a command grab.
It is a command grab.
It's not a command grab.
It is.
It's not.
So is DDD's. Yoshi's tongue is a command grab. Wario's bite's a command grab. What else is there?
Those aren't command grabs.
They are!
They're not.
Yes, they are!
No, they're not.
They're moves that grab opponents and can be used in the air.
Yeah, but you only have like one option for getting rid of them when you use them.
Incineroar side B, I guess.
That's one, yeah. I mean, it's basically Incineroar is basically all command grabs, really, because he's the grappler.
And I just realized once I'm done with this, I'm gonna have to figure out how I get the VOD on YouTube. Maybe I'll try uploading it and just hope. Basically, apparently all of Persona 5, I think...
Also, just a quick interjection. Well, yeah, Hammer, like, I probably should have said he's just all grabbing rather than all grabs. BS contained.
Yeah, there's Ganon. How could I forget Ganon? Jador. Yeah, so basically for like all of Persona 5, I think Luigi's Mansion, I think as well, just halfway through the streams, the audio desyncs. It drifts by like a second. So, I hate it. I hate it.
I'm kind of curious if that's in my brought up is my...
Yeah, you should check. Because apparently Mike Benutz had this problem a while ago.
What was the solution?
I don't know. Maybe I should ask him. But
I would ask him.
like the Twitch VODs, completely fine. The Twitch VODs uploaded to YouTube or exported to YouTube, completely fine.
It's the YouTube rendering thing, man.
Yeah, the VOD itself, completely fine. Maybe I should save the video files as something else. I think I save them as MKV now. Maybe that's it.
That's probably it, because I save them as MP4. And that's that's just easily then dumps up to YouTube. The YouTube designed for MP4s with everything else.
Like, but OBS remuxes them into MP4.
Yeah.
So they're MP4 when I upload them. They're fine when they're remuxed.
Wait, hang on. Well. Like, what is it you're recording? Like you're recording outputting to MKV?
I think.
Are you then uploading that MKV file?
No.
What are you uploading?
The remuxed MP4 file.
So you're not just recording natively to MP4?
Yes.
That's probably the problem then.
That might be it because that might be it because when OBS announced that it automatically remuxes, I changed, and that's probably around when this happened, which was a while ago when they did that Twitch integration update.
Yeah, that would be around the time you'd done Luigi's Mansion actually, because that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
that lines up.
I don't know. I guess. YouTube is stupid. How are they so fucking stupid? How does that even happen? Fuck you, dumbass platform. Like, the reason I stream is for VODs. That's it. I stream these games blind, have VODs. Or not even blind, like this. Have the VODs to come back to at some point, you know?
Yeah.
If the VODs are fucked up, what am I working for? What am I fighting for?
YouTube? You haven't played that game.
So I'm like here fucking having a goddamn crisis over this. I think I already decided, oh fuck, that I didn't want to stream that night, but if I did want to, nope, I was too busy trying to. I'm like, I gotta fucking save all these Twitch VODs.
I guess kind of the problem is like, Hammer, is like, Twitch VODs don't stay up forever, do they?
They don't. I'm surprised mine have gone back to 2 months, even though Twitch says affiliates only get 14 days, I think. I don't know, but I'll take it.
Like,
Yeah,
if Twitch ever actually like let you permanently upload videos, that's like
They do.
YouTube. Oh, I mean like everyone, like forever.
They do.
All right, then why can't we just keep our Twitch VODs up? Twitch.
I mean, now I think I'm gonna start doing it, but yeah, just in case. Now I'm gonna start checking videos. 'Cause basically, remember that one time in Monster Hunter? There was a Monster Hunter stream that just uploaded in 360p,
Yes.
nothing else.
Yeah,
That was recorded in high quality. So yeah, I go in and before I delete the VODs from my computer because I don't have that much space. I can only hold like 2 or 3 VODs at a time.
You only hold
I
2 or 3?
could,
What
but-
is on your hard drive?
I have a lot of 3DS. I actually looked to save space. A lot of 3DS. What was it called? Not ROMs, but whatever. Which
Okay,
I'm like,
that doesn't account for what I presume is a terabyte hard drive at minimum.
I don't know, dude. I'm like, I don't want to get rid of those though, even though I have a 3DS capture card just in case.
I load
or
like all
someone
of my
else
like
needs them.
just images and videos and well, not all videos, like all my anime gets dumped on a hard drive. But like, I still have like good 600-700 gigs left on my SSD. That's basically just like dump all your shit on. Just get more hard drives and just dump all your shit on those.
Yeah, but like then the thing is like, now I just have all these hard drives. I have to worry about Twitch VODs and they're being filled. I have to buy a
just
fucking
invest
another
in
one.
a 12 terabyte hard drive, stick it inside the computer, and off you go. I don't mean externals. I mean the actual like hard drives you
How
stick inside the
expensive
computer.
is that?
I don't know, like 200, 250 quid, something like that.
I don't know. Maybe I'll keep an eye on it, but like,
I mean, like even then, just invest in like a few smaller ones. So, like 3 terabyte hard drives are like 80 quid now, something like that. Like this, like like pricing for storage has actually gone down a lot. Where are like the hard drive prices like dominated things for a few years there, because like some factories that manufactured the core parts got flooded or damaged in floods or something. Like the crisis has passed and like we're back into a booming age of increasingly free storage. Like my SSD is a terabyte and I got that for 80 quid. Terabyte
I don't know. It's
SSD is like fucking lunatic to think about. Because I think about that when SSDs were like brand new, it was like 200 quid for like 120 gigs.
the real problem here is one stream or one night is like 75 gigabits.
Hell, your recording option.
I'm recording it at indistinguishable quality.
Okay.
Not even like the quality option that's above it. That's like, what 30 minutes could be 200 gigabytes. I'm like, oh yeah, no. Because I mean, what's the point of having the mods if they're shitty quality?
It's not shitty, it's like, there's like, good and like pleasant quality, and then there's lunatic quality that makes you like lose all your space so you can only fit 3 VODs in your rig at any time. It's not,
I need someone who is more familiar with this map to tell me how to tell the gushers. Because I hate this. Gushers are my favorite. I'm really good at gushers. Not here. My expertise, my specialty has been stripped away from me. And I hate it. It makes me feel worthless. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't know there was a gusher there!
oh, these two are high, so what does that point to?
The one at the bottom down here, there's satellites hole, so yep, that one.
I can't see what the hell that is, dive.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
high
I mean,
there, so it's
I
on the top one.
think, I don't know, it would make sense to get it's just a void thing. It's like, I just said my whole thing is like, mods.
I mean, that's
it
fine,
makes
but
sense
in
to
that
have
case,
them.
you should invest in equipment to handle it. Yeah?
I mean, I'm just like, if I need it, then I can download it from both Twitch and YouTube.
All of you had eggs, and none of you were putting it in until the last second.
Oh, excuse me.
Picked up an egg in like the last 4 seconds, saw everyone else already had eggs. I'm like, why?
So I think my plan is to find all the VODs that desync, and then I have saved all the Twitch streams from Yokai Watch Part 2, Yokai Watch 3 Part 2, which is pretty long ago. So I'll just upload all the Twitch VODs and flood everyone's sub feeds, but it's for the greater good.
Does Martin not show up in subfeed?
This is what?
Does Martin not show up in subfeed?
Apparently that doesn't work.
Alright.
Like even for higher ups, because I'm listening to Hello Internet because I'm doing all this driving. Fucking CGP Grey was talking about doing that, and it just didn't work for him.
Well,
if it didn't work for him, it's definitely not going to work for me. So, just whatever. People can live with it, and you can always just hit hide thing. So frig you, buddies. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of work.
thinking I might not do Shantae the next. It's now 11:30.
Yeah.
I think I could fuck it, slam it tomorrow then, because I know there's like, I think I have one area left in Risky's bit, and then there's that entire other mode. I think like those two things together would probably make for just like one whole regular size stream, if not a bit longer, based on how things are going. So I think I'll just do it that way around and spend the night writing shit, so I still want to get the Sekiro post out this weekend. I have many words to say about Sekiro.
We get it. You like it.
It's extremely... It's like... The best way to put it is, like, perhaps funny as it may sound, is that it feels like playing Dark Souls 1 again for the first time. Where, like, Dark Souls...
Sekiro, you really feel like Dark Souls 2. Or Dark Souls 1. In my brain, I was like thinking about people ranking them again. And how Dark Souls 2 is always at the bottom.
But
wow!
It does, though.
Well, there are a lot of eggs down here. Awesome. Oh no, Mars! Where is it? They're not going for me, I guess. Oh no! Well, surely there's an egg up there. I was gonna say.
There's also the mall still here, so this guy can't kill it for shit.
Maybe I should have stayed up there.
Let me tell you, there's a reason for it being at the bottom. Well, I still liked it. Kevin hits it. I do hit it. I mean, the difference is you played Scholar the first sin, the rebalanced, fixed version that was still mostly sucked dick. Whereas I played original, unfettered Dark Souls 2, which was just absolute piss. Just such piss.
Oh, Gavin, have you considered trying the better version?
Oh. Like, you know, hey Gavin, like you hammered yourself in the balls and it really hurt. I made a hammer that's marginally softer. Would you like to try it again? No. You fucking idiot.
Why not if you love Dark Souls so much?
I do. That's why I hate Dark Souls 2, because it's an affront to what Dark Souls is. Person with the bubble, please, Jesus, move a bit faster. Yeah,
they don't need to move this quickly.
Really good. I would hardly recommend it, basically, anyway.
It kind of sounded like you said hardly. I would hardly recommend it.
No, I would recommend it. It's really good. It is an absolute fucker, but it is really good of an absolute fucker.
More.
Yeah, it's that person up there and they're gonna die. Yep.
I'm like, I don't need to kill that one flying fucker with my thing. Like, That's ridiculous.
There's like a boss fight fairly early in the Sekiro, you know, like relatively in terms of like the main bosses and storyline. That is basically you're just fighting like a samurai on top of a tower. And that fight alone, like, single-handedly justifies the entire combat system and all decisions made about the game. Because it was just fucking rad. I just, like, stood in place as they're just, like, standing in place, just, like, fucking deflecting hits, like, swords clashing and just fucking stomping attacks out of the way and all this shit. And I was like, oh, I'm a god.
You don't believe it when I see it.
So good.
I didn't realize how much shit I put on here.
What more is there? I'm
Sony
fine
nickname change.
Oh yeah, there we
go. So like you hate them now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Not
now because of the nickname thing, but
Don't take away my anime titties, Sony. Goddamn. Also, just don't take away my blood and gore, and just you know, stop being a Christian mother, Sony. Jesus.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of anime titties and my quest for self-improvement,
yeah.
One of the reasons why I haven't been streaming as often is because I used to follow a shit ton of artists on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like a shit ton. So like it would take me an hour average to go through my Twitter feed from 8 hours. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna follow them all on Pixit. So I went through the arduous process of fucking finding everyone on Pixiv and then, you know, following them there. And now my Twitter feed takes so short to go through that it's unnatural and awkward. But I'll get used to it.
He's fixing his life, ladies and gentlemen, right before your very eyes.
It's
Our
amazing.
Boy's growing up.
Because I'm like, you know, I could be doing more stuff. I still have
gonna
to
start like investing in stocks next.
Fucking yokai watch music.
Also even this.
The real achievement would be if I got a new job. Right, I also want to ask for a raise.
Go get like a master's in computer science.
I don't know.
An MBA.
But, you know, maybe this Saturday, after 3 long years, I'll finally ask for a raise. I think I deserve it. Whenever I'm like, oh, I want to ask about it, some dumb shit happens that puts me in a bad light, and I'm like, can't ask for a raise now. So, I think now is a good time, and I need the money, especially since I get a fucking eye exam and then probably the best glasses in the entire world after that.
American healthcare system and all that.
It's like the bed argument times 3. You spend one third of your life in a bed, so make sure it's a good one. Well, you spend 2/3 of your life in a chair, make sure it's a good one. Well, you spend even more than that with your glasses on, because you always wear them. Better make sure they're good ones. I haven't gotten my glasses updated in fucking years. I'm like, now it's time. And then I'm sitting farther away from the TV, watching Persona 5, having to read text, and I'm like, now it's time.
Missing people who are like shown running dead center of the screen into a new area.
Wait, what part was that?
That was like early on when you're like chasing around through like the city and like the game had a dead center of the screen running through the area.
No,
and you wandered off in a completely different direction. I was watching, I was just like, oh why? Oh why?
Well,
why?
Ever since the start of the game, when you're in the school, you knew what you were getting into.
I know, but I still just went, oh no.
If there's a navigation part, we have to stop and spend a while puzzling that out.
But yes, Sony being like just fucking bad in general.
I'm like, oh cool, they finally did. And then I'm like, well, I can finally change my name from Christmas_95 to Christmas 95. No, turns out that if the name's still taken, you can't change it. Fuck you. Like, I'm like, Discord is so stupid.
That one just feels like a given.
Yeah, but I was hopeful. you know? Especially since it took this long. I'm like, they definitely figured out a way to get around that because it's, you know, so obvious. No. And then it's much worse than that. It's not even. It's not even like, oh well, now you can change your name. No, now you can change your name, but there's so many glitches associated with it that we didn't bother programming, I guess. That are programming around.
Yeah, we just decided, fuck it, we're just gonna release it public. You know, like all the biggest games, you know, all the games that the real cool people play don't have the issue. So you know, like fuck you if you have that problem. You can just go to hell, frankly. And that's basically just completely, like just basically why I hate Sony now in general. That sums up so much of their attitude.
It basically is like puts games before April 1st in what I would call a beta state. From what I read.
See, the thing that gets me is like, where's it?
Well, the part where it strips away your DLC that you bought.
Yeah, like they said, there's a chance that, you know, if you change your name, it will strip away your purchases. Like if you bought a game, it'll get taken away. Maybe if you bought like DLC for a game, you might just lose it.
Wait, full games?
Yeah, full games. I don't think that applies to PS4. That applies, I think, primarily to PS3 and Vita, because Sony just didn't bother testing that shit at all. They're like, fucking, you know, like they're old. No one plays those. Like cool kids play the PlayStation 4. You own any things on like a PS3 or Vita? Go to hell, legacy users. Why on earth would you want to play it on our old shit?
And here's the thing.
And that's basically why I'm not, you know, ever want to touch this at all.
Like they put all this information as an aside, you know, like here, read our FAQ. But like you can do it without reading the FAQ. You don't sign an agreement saying you understand that this can happen to you.
You don't.
Which they should do at the very least.
They really should.
You know, but they don't.
The thing is, like, they don't need to legally do it because they have the out of if you revert it, it goes back to how it was before if you give the name back.
Okay, at least there's that.
There's that. But that is kind of the thing of like, then the feature is basically functional users too. Which, if you're anyone who's been using Sony systems for, you know, for like any length of time, you know, like loyal customer and that, you just suck massive dick. They don't care. Like, even like out of this quarter, we've been using like, you know, Sony systems zooming and shit for you. That's good to hell, frankly. Like, we don't care. Like, we're Sony. You immediately are dicks.
Well, speaking of Sony, the Sony Direct.
That was the most pathetic fucking scene I've seen in a while.
Don't they call it a Sony Direct too?
No, it's like the state of play. Ho ho ho. You know, it's a pun. Okay, so what's like the one thing everyone knows Nintendo Direct's for? Nintendo showing up out of the fucking blue and going, here's the Giga game. You know, like, here's just the Smash Bros. Shield. Here's just something to blow your goddamn minds and dominate the news cycle for the next week. You know?
Gavin, I hate to break it to you, but especially with recent news, I feel like they don't come out nowhere. They're anticipated for a month every single week.
That's because the people who, like, basically the moment a Direct ends, they start going, the next Direct is going to be next week, and they start vibrating in place until it happens.
This is strange. My sources are never wrong. How could they be wrong? It's just like, I hate this.
I think it was...
why do people care so much? It's an announcement for an announcement. You're like, yeah. It's like, oh, but it's fun to, you know, theory crap what's going to happen to the Direct. Gavin and I can do that right now. What? Okay, Gavin, let's pretend that there's a Direct fucking tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be on it? We're not doing
probably like Fire
No, we're not doing it. Shut.
So just to read chat here. I remember when Microsoft was the one being tone deaf when it came to shit. Now they're getting better and somebody's fucking it up one at a time.
Yeah, now Microsoft's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's the eternal cycle. Like the one in charge goes to shit, and the one like in the rear has to wise up in order to actually, you know, like still have a business. And that's just that's the cycle. That's how Sony went from, you know, arrogant piece of shit to like the best of like that generation. Going into this one, they were like, you know, in their prime because they're not fucking up. They're doing smart things. End of this generation, they're in the lead. They've gone full arrogance again. So like, fuck it, we can just do whatever the hell we want because we're in charge. And, you know, Microsoft being on the back foot has to actually, you know, make important decisions, and they're doing really cool things. One of the Euro month with Nintendo emails they sent literally stated Joker is coming this month.
And Best Buy did. The Best Buy Direct.
Yeah.
Best Buy had a better direct than Sony, and it wasn't even a direct.
So like Sony's vaunted state of play, like their fucking debut for this fucking thing. Like, you remember like the first Nintendo Direct? It was like their E3 show one year. It was the one where like they had stuff like Iwata staring soulfully at like a handful of bananas and stuff like that. Or even if
I remember that, but you know
that was
not
the
saying much.
first Direct, and like sure it was like fairly standard Nintendo E3 stuff, but stuff like that is made it this fucking like cosmic, almost art house experience.
And now they're soulless.
I wouldn't say they're soulless. Around the point that they
Yoshi's in one big heap of trouble.
Around the point they follow up, you know, like Kitty Kirby game with "Open the gates of hell" and Diablo 3. You know. And they're still like having fun and shit in the developer interviews and segments and stuff that they use for parts of the game segments. But yeah. So like, seeing this, knowing that this is Nintendo's fairly obvious like formula of success, Sony decides to follow us up with a bunch of like piss-looking PSVR games and a trailer for Crash like Team Racing, and that was it. It was like 20 minutes long, and the format was okay, because it was just straight up game, like no faffing about. I fucking dreaded they were going to bring back those god-awful, like hideous, like not a human, like fucking robot potato people they had for their E3 presenters. Like they used them to like fill when they were like moving people across entire buildings because they wanted to fucking do an art house show for laughs. Fucking hate that show.
Why would you stop going in the direction you were going?
And then just fucking... Jesus Christ, and this, like, the format was okay, but then everything is just soulless robot lady reads off like a press release, and then you see like a trailer for RG's soulful PlayStation VR adventure as a small child in this world of living art shit. Or like here's just a completely standard looking VR game where you just can't teleport without clicking the things. It's like great, thank you. Yeah, Crash Team Racing isn't even PS exclusive. Yeah, that's the other thing. There's like, yeah, it's that person over there. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was just a really shameful showing, just in general. Like, just, it was extremely flaccid, there was nothing of interest, like, nothing at all of interest. It was mostly just VR games, and none of the VR games looked any good or interesting, they were just all just, either like, you know, like, art house wank, or just VR wank. It's like, yeah, this is the same VR game as, like, every other VR game is. Congrats. You teleport to a spot and you leave your hands and like a thing happens. Like, great, thank you. I'm glad that you want people to spend like 300 quid on this goddamn project.
I mean, to be fair, at least they're pushing it. Like,
I mean, yeah, at least, but like we're kind of in like the midlife of like the PSP and Vita, where like yeah they're pushing it, but then you know like give it another year and they're just gonna shit can that thing and not bother. Cause like yeah, people are like, oh, it sold 5 million, it's the best selling VR goggles thing. It's like yeah. But, you know, 5 million isn't, like, literally all 80 million PlayStation 4 users owning it, so Sony are probably going to shit can it. That's just how Sony works.
Yeah, I just legitimately thought they'd give up on it by now.
No, like, they usually, like, support it for, like, the length of a generation and they kill it off. Like, the Vita got, like, what, 4 or 5 years? It was, like, you know... Then Sony just gave it. Yeah, it did. Then Sony just gave up on it.
But like, I feel like it wasn't as central. What's the word I'm looking for? Like essential as the Sony's doing.
You say essential, but like Sony haven't actually made anything really killer for the VR. Like sure, like they got like a lot of VR devs like putting out little shit things for them, but. Like, what's, like, your mad killer games? The only one I can really think, the only ones I can really think of are, like, what? Res Infinite and, Super Hot.
Super Hot. I mean, the Vita only had Danganronpa to its name.
No, I have Persona 4 Gold.
Oh fuck, you're right. The one game I always forget about. One day.
Atlas did acknowledge in interviews that people want them to like put Persona 4 Gold and other things. They're like, we're looking into this, which basically means, you know,
Yeah.
whenever we need like, you know, like we need like a little kick up into our wallets, we'll do that.
See, but the thing is, I feel like we talked about this exact thing like 2 years ago during a Salmon run, and it hasn't happened.
I mean, yeah, but like Atlas hadn't directly acknowledged that desire until now.
I want it now.
And also, like 2 years ago, they were still in the midst of getting Persona 5 sorted out and released.
It's coming winter 2014.
Yeah.
And they still haven't subbed everything.
When's Persona 1 remake of Added Romance? I mean, Persona 1 was remade for PSP, so I should tell you all you need to know about it. It was actually a decent remake, too. There's also, like, I don't know if they were remakes so much as they were ports, but there were, like, Persona 2 releases of my dad would play for PSP. And that was the one that had hit there, so I probably should have played it to see that happen.
Jeez. Game developers will do anything for shock value nowadays. For the love of God.
Somehow that didn't hit me, but you got the guy right next to me.
Yep.
Oh.
You know, like good. We have the black hole image. That's news. I was confused about it, and I thought that it was just them making something out of nothing, like water on Mars. But turns out I just misinterpreted what they meant by the visible black hole.
Yeah, like this is like the fucking core of it.
Yeah, you can't see the core itself, but now we have a clear image of it, like everything around it, like we know where it is. You know,
before you only had like a rough idea of where it was, because hell, void in space. But now you know. And already someone on my timeline like photoshopped the black hole image onto Goatsy, so that was great. Discovered that on the way to work this morning. That was a lovely thing to make me.
It was like it was like some fucking I have no idea what game it was. Probably like Tomb Raider or something. It was like a picture of a vault, but with the design on it, somewhat.
No,
like,
that was Fallout 76.
Right.
And someone added the ring.
Yeah, the ring is fucking Goatsy, so it's like.
Someone somewhere has rule 34 the black hole image. Well, you know, Goatsy.
I mean,
you're right though, because I saw it was like someone, it was Newgrounds was going like, here is Black Hole Jan. It was the horny anime girl for talking about it.
Well,
So,
I mean, we don't know if that's porn, but that
no, it's Newgrounds. It's porn. Like, there's just no two ways about it.
It's like that Merryweather person and this one person who makes Planet. I don't even know how to say the word.
What?
Jankas.
Kijinka.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Fucking loser follows these people and doesn't know how to pronounce their word.
Like I say with a lot of things, I just look at the combination of letters and understand what it is. Like like the hug pillow. I'm like, I don't know what that's called, and then the hug pillow, Daki,
the Dakimakura.
Makimaru or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, I don't know, dude.
I never heard people call them hug pillows.
Well, that's like what the pillow itself is called.
I thought it was called like a body pillow.
Probably.
It's like body length or whatever.
Probably another name for it. Fuck! Fuck you! What else do we have? More screenshots of that terrible Mewtwo Strikes Back movie where the people look like
I
dolls.
didn't know
I
that
hate it.
existed until you retweeted that one time.
No, it's been around for like a month.
Yeah, I didn't know that existed until now, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
They're so ugly.
They
It makes
are.
me so mad.
They are hideous.
Jesus Christ.
Like, the actual games look better than this. Just, you could just use the game models, frankly. You know?
Just the eyes are too ovular. They're too far apart. The hair literally looks like it's doll hair. I just, oh god.
Oh, that's cheeky. Yeah,
Fuck off. Slap. You know, something I
Salmon music.
so I just remembered is fitting in Luke streams too. Like, where those fit in? I don't know. Probably bonuses in the middle of the night.
This is dead of night.
Gotta figure that shit out. Too much stream stuff going on.
Hell, even I've been like eyeing like 3DS cards, but I think they got left at 289. It's like a bit too over. I'd have to send one in, but they only do like 3DS XLs now.
Yeah.
3DS XLs now too.
Murky.net.
And like the only ones they sell, like they already have to sell like DS and all of that, just like you send your kid into the installation are like US region ones, which is annoying.
Well, that's weird because Murky.net, who
Yeah, they're a European store, I know. But
so they had to order a US one for me.
Well, they have like a bunch of US ones in stock that they can install shit to already, and you can buy the whole set. But you know, that's no good to me.
Yeah, Katsukitty just disappeared from the goddamn planet one day. So all we have left is Murky.net. I think uses the same capture card.
Yeah, I think so. I should probably jump on that somewhere if I have any sort, because I'm just kind of, you know.
But Gavin, you need to buy a new iPad Air.
I do.
And
this is where I just start writing like Kindle porn novels to try and make up the difference. And or learn to draw so I can just draw, like, make a porn Patreon and then off I go.
$600. And I'm like, ah.
What else? There's like other like expensive thing I wanted today. Oh yeah, I want to like replace my monitor with an ultra wide one and all that.
Probably worth it, especially given your horde setup.
Yeah. It's mainly just for the giga resolution more than anything.
Gavin's into 4K. Alright, where are they?
It's funny because I made like until like Sony just actively changed the policies, there's no way I'm buying a PlayStation 5 no matter what they put on it.
What have they put? Persona 6?
I mean, then I'll just wait for like a PC or a Switch for it. Like, I'm not so dying that I will compromise myself for this thing.
You know what? That reminds me. I want to save up money to buy a Switch Pro.
I'll probably get one of those if it's real. I have no bones about that. I'll just buy it and just once I transfer all my shit over, just like either sell the Switch or give it to a relative. Both my sisters like to play Mario and Zelda. They'll have fun with it.
Oh yeah, then there's, what do I do with my Switch? I can't just give it to Luke like I did my past 2 3DSs.
Still have the old 3DS, probably not getting a Switch Pro. That's valid. I mean, I will do it just because I'm an asshole. I'm like, you know what? I could have better frame rates and shit. Absolutely take that.
Oh, that was a mistake, One Alive.
That is indeed a mistake. Problem amplified. Let's see.
You saved me. Yeah, I put Tetris 99 down because I wanted to ask you to stream Tetris 99. Would you fulfill my wish, Gavin?
Probably at some point.
I love watching Tetris 99.
I haven't played it yet. I have it downloaded, but I just never got around to it because other games. David's played it, and he tells me of his wins and shit.
Not even talk about the shit involved with my Tetris 99. Where I couldn't download it because it was marked as purchased, and you know I couldn't re-download it anywhere. Turns out because Luke's account was on my Switch, he downloaded it on his Switch. Mine on his account, and for some Nintendo system for it is like, well, I guess we'll always see if an account downloaded it somewhere, and then use that. It's like Nintendo. I actually had to contact Nintendo support, do a live chat because I couldn't email them. I hate that shit. But she like mentioned something close to that, and then I had a brainwave. Thanks, Susan.
No, this is thank
Rate our customer support. It's like only last.
Those are the kind of the best ones to get as like live chat support. The ones that you just solve in like 2 minutes. You're like, ah, yes.
Look, here's the important part, okay? When I was looking for why this was a problem, there was a thread on Reddit asking basically the same exact question. So, you know, they try to like, you know, resetting your Switch, stuff like that. None of that worked. And then once I figured it out, I went back to that thread and gave them my solution.
Yeah.
That is very important because everyone
propagation of knowledge is very key.
They're looking for, you know, oh, there's an error on my computer or whatever, and then people are like, same.
Solved it.
And then no solution, because no one thinks to post it back there. It's like
assholes.
There we go.
Hammer is not good at Tetris 99. I mean, I probably won't be any good at it either. I probably suck dick, especially now that like at this point, there's probably only like hell players left playing it.
Yeah.
So I'll probably get in, die instantly, and be like, okay.
I think that's why Northern Lion stopped playing. Oh no,
The favorite thing about him playing it was, I haven't watched his videos, but I saw like thumbnails was the one where he finally got a win and like, he just made like the eyes of his thumbnail light up. The lens flare. Also the titles are like 30-year-old boomer gracefully ends Tetris career.
That's why I'm watching while working out, because you know you can just focus on it.
Yeah.
And I have a whole set of things lined up, like Raocow videos.
The only way I can get you to watch any of my stuff is just play the same things all the other people you're watching from.
Play something I can watch. I have I have a note to watch your Shantae when I finish it.
You're never gonna play.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, like in the year 20.
It's a 2D platform. It's a colorful 2D platformer. That's in my wheelhouse. Not the gameplay one, but it's a 2D platformer.
I'm probably gonna play the other ones at some point. So the one before Half Genie here was on Switch, if I remember right, so I'll probably get it on that. That or Steam, one of the two. It's on both, I'll decide which one I want it on later. And as for the older ones, I guess we'll see.
3DS.
Speaking of old things, I'm considering getting a SNES Mini and just like stuffing it full of ROMs.
That's illegal.
Nah.
That's illegal.
Not under European laws.
Illegal.
Shantae 3 is on 3DS too. No. All over the fucking place.
Like all of them. All the Shantaes except for like the first one probably are everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Shantae 5 is like out everywhere later this year. That was what drove me to like bump it up the queue. It's like, you know what, now's the time. The first one can only really be gotten on 3DS now.
Hell yeah. I wrote Granblue, but like, it's not much to say. Kind of got into I got into it, and then I haven't played it for several days. It feels like I'm just like
I'm beginning to like
something.
climb up the get into it now because Fire Emblem Heroes they finally managed to piss me off by taking the scene out of the regular summoning code.
Are you not playing Fire Emblem Heroes anymore?
I'm still like playing it, but like it's no longer like the game the mobile game I've been focused into when I'm not playing other games. Like
All the things. That's what it took.
yeah. I mean, it was
tiny little thing.
It was like both like that and like they're just like they've just openly reduced like the amount of free-to-play world they hand out, and it's like nah, fuck off. Piss off of that.
It's insane how quickly that game has gone down. Meanwhile, the game that you hate, Dragalia Lost, is getting rid of the thing you hated the most.
I don't think it's actually performing any better, so no, it hasn't.
It's amazing. Oh right. Well, once you get your iPad Air, guys. They're getting rid of the prints in the thing, and then it's like you can buy them
getting
with
rid
water.
of the prints in the thing.
Yeah, the worm prints or whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought you said prints. I was like, are you just killing them off? Like, what happened to them?
and then like all the other things are just getting bumped up to like fill the gap. It's not like we're removing that, and then the 5-star rate's going down. You can buy anyone you want with Eldwater, and we're making it so that you get infinitely more Eldwater as a result of this change. It's
Can you actually buy anyone with Eldwater, or is it like?
Apparently it's going to be like in a shop kind of setting. So.
Well,
Yes.
Sound better.
I'm gonna be on it. Like, I'm like. Fucking Dragalia. Like, I gotta get tired of it. And then every time they have these updates that are like amazing. I'm like,
the thing is, I probably still won't play it anyway because like all that's nice and all that helps a lot, but like gameplay is kind of suck dick anyway.
I think it's kind of fun. I've since gotten used to the touch controls, except for moving a tiny amount. And I don't like the maps. Like, I would much prefer if it was just boss arenas. But,
I feel like this speaks to, like, general design faults of the game. Jeez, not taking away the eggs here.
Well, it's like Monster Chaser.
Monster Chaser?
Yeah. Monster Hunter? More like Monster Chaser. That part was never fun. I just want to fight the fucking monster.
That part was fun for me, but then I actually enjoyed Monster Hunter, so.
I'm so excited for the fucking DLC, dude.
So am I.
What do you mean somehow?
I said so am I.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, excuse me. I really like Monster Hunter.
I wonder about that. Where you stop playing it.
Fuck! I couldn't have done anything about that. Oh, at least they respawn me up here. You saved me.
We are probably gonna lose this one.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 2 cars coming up.
Yeah, like
Fuck!
basically like, finally here it's gone on the back burner. It's just, nah, not spending anything on it ever again. Just free orbs only, and just gonna ignore most of the banners. Shit like that. It's generally winded down, cause fuck it.
I paid my my barrier entry that I usually do for mobile games in Granblue. Where I'm just like, you know what? Play it, spend a bit of money.
I mean, I've done that. I spent like 30 quid, so it was the middle of the crazy all-roll season. I was like, you know what? I want some outfits. And that's basically just DLC.
I'm still pissed. Granblue fucking sucks.
Why?
Here, spend $25 to get this Christmas outfit that's just like cosmetic for your dude. Oh, but also you have to play the game forever to actually have it.
You have to actually play the video game.
But it's stupid. Like,
Oh
I paid
no!
money for it. Give
Playing
it to me now.
the video game.
Give it like you have to fight with
I do remember
a
that
fucking
speedrunner you told me about, Hammer.
single element. So you can't play with it all the time until you get 1,000 points.
I mean,
Rack up.
you can play with it at the point that, well, the point you were at before you somehow got to like rank 33 by only using attacks and no abilities. Still don't know how you did that, but you did
Dude,
it.
now I'm like about to surpass you in rank.
That's not surprising because you actually have time to play the game.
Yeah. It was a problem. It was a problem. I learned about slimes and how that actually is a
Yeah, I haven't touched that at all, but
the actual way to level up your team, because I'm like, surely weapons are the only way. That makes no fucking sense.
I haven't touched the slime shit at all, but I hear Aki talking about it, and now you said that, I guess I better look at the slime quest then.
So basically, for all of that Sunday, because it was going away,
Yeah.
like basically it has better rates on the weekends. I basically just did that for hours straight while I was, you know.
Is that how you just got to the Giga rank then?
Yes.
Okay.
Because somehow I have enough stuff to refill my.
If it has like good like rank points up, I might use that if only to get myself to rank 50, because that's when, you know, I meet the requirements for all like the summon weapons they give us. And once I had that, my power level basically explodes. Like I basically it's like double in strength.
It's like nerds.
You speedrunning Mega Man and Bass? Nah. Bass, nah, sorry.
Bass? Did you say bass?
Yeah.
Did the Mega Man fans say bass?
No, they say bass. I said bass because whenever I see that word, I'm like, Sega Bass Fishing.
Rocco's doing my number 9. Because he has this thing, he's had the series for eons where he's just playing literally all of the Mega Man. Apparently Mighty Number 9 is one of them. I was not expecting that.
That's probably like a cheesy
Gavin's
thing because
favorite game.
it's funny, so I was talking about that on the last Shantae stream.
Probably the peak of Gavin's streaming career. Was
When
he
you say
streamed
that game is not good, are you talking about Mega Man and Bass, or are you talking about Mighty Number 9?
Probably both.
I haven't actually played Mega Man and Bass.
Oh no.
But yeah, I guess like over the weekend I'll just, you know, I'll have Rambly auto playing on the slime quest soon. Just to get my shit in order.
I mean, what level are your units?
I have all
Generally.
over the place. Like they're usually averaging like level 50 right now.
Oh, well then you're fine.
With like the exception, with like, you know, some exceptions, like some are like just hell of others. There's Narmea who's like level 90. Because I, you know, wife got to put everything into her. And it's so worth it. So like, I guess before we move on, like I said, just ask you, what makes Mega Man and Bass a bad game, man? I'm genuinely curious, because I've never played it.
Probably the fact that bass is in it.
I remember when Bass showed up in the Mega Man EXE anime, and that confused the living shit out of me. I had no idea who he was. I watched that anime on TV a lot. I liked it.
You're not talking about like the YouTube poopy cartoon, right? With Gutsman's ass.
No, that's not an anime form. But
Okay, I'm just making sure because people are like, oh, yo, Kirby, not an anime. It's like, yes, sir.
people say the Kirby anime isn't anime, or are they fucked?
Oh, yeah, 4Kids dub, like Sonic X, that shit. People just don't know. So it could have been the other way around or something.
No.
No,
Level
I'm
design
smart.
is extremely not good. Okay. That's terrible. Level design basically makes or breaks these games. This is a large part of why Mighty Number 9 sucks, the big one. Level design is just
Sniper stage.
God, I hate that stage.
Oh, I'm annoying. You play Mega Man 11 yet?
I haven't, no.
Okay.
I haven't bought it really either. Still need to do that.
See, now you should stream that. That's something.
Oh, you want to play
I would
that?
love to see it. Yeah, I know, but like, Mega Man 11 is infinitely far off. Like, yeah. I've watched.
I
Like,
would have
every Mega Man
assumed that
episode.
like Resident Evil 2 is also infinitely far off, but apparently not.
I mean, your cutting off is getting worse.
What?
Your cutting off is getting worse.
Cutting off?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware I was cutting off.
But yeah, because it was tolerable, you know.
Well, it sounds, you sound fine on my end, so I guess it's just Discord fucking up then.
Classic.
Yes, I'll get to it at some point. Once I beat Shantae's, then the big one. Cheap
Do you
shit.
buy items in Mega Man games?
You can.
But do you?
No.
Good.
The most I've done was like... Mega Man 9 had like the extremely expensive item that turned out just to be like an outfit swap for Bro, and she only appears in like the shop and the item select screen. It doesn't tell you that, you're just kinda like, what's the mystery item? And then you get that and you're just like, oh. The big one equals the 7th saga? No. No. One day if it has to. And even that one day, if it ever comes for like 1 hour, I'm only showing you like just basic shit about it and I'm not playing all of it through. So. That will be what the SNES Mini's for.
Can we talk about something?
Sure.
Because of how you're calling it the SNES.
Yeah.
Not the whole, you know, SNES versus SNES thing. But just the fact that you're putting Z on it and then, you know, you're European and then you call Z Z.
I'm not putting,
Normally,
I'm not
like,
putting a Z on though.
the way it sounds like you're saying SNES. Like Pez.
Mm.
But, that's another thing I discovered that I don't agree with. So we have Torch, and now we have, well, Zed. I didn't really think about it before, but now I did. The entire alphabet rhymes with E. Why? Like,
M
fucking
doesn't rhyme
why-
with E.
Yeah, B, C, D, P.
F doesn't
Z.
rhyme with E.
Basically, it's called rhetoric.
L doesn't rhyme with E. Yeah, but the thing about rhetoric is it has to work, otherwise you just sound like a fucking idiot.
Rhetoric. Anyway.
The
Wait,
snap.
did I ever tell you about that teacher? I just
You did, yes.
Okay, good. Otherwise, that fucking sounds stupid as shit. I broke my wrist for nothing. Because I still can't snap. But,
You just snap your wrist instead.
it hurts. I don't know how people do this naturally. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like, it's just consistency at this point. Consistency. Why make it Z? Just so
I mean, ask, well, why did Americans make it
wonky.
Z? Fucked up weirdos that they are.
It fits in. It's really funny to me, but to hear like people who have a lot of American influence in those countries just call it Z. Like they call everything else, you know, the stuff they usually would in their region, but Z does not escape, or Z does not escape. Very curious. Probably thanks to the Nintendo 64.
Why?
Because yeah, everyone's saying the Z button.
Well, I would have thought it would be Dragon Ball Z, but alright.
Oh, you know what? That's true.
That's even the one I respect, because that's how they pronounce it over there, so well, fuck it. Fine then.
Well, does Japan say Z?
Yeah, sort of. Like Za, Zay, Zu, Zizo.
Well, as we know, Japan is canon, so I think we're in the right over here.
Well, that's katakana, so I think they basically took that from America.
Hell yeah.
Pronounce like the fucked up American words.
Did someone say American influence? Thanks to America, you know,
Oh, this is Zeto.
setting up
That's actually
setting
a
up
good
base
point.
in
No, I
Japan.
guess I'm... Because it really is katakana. Wait, no, wait, that's right. There's like the fucking
Oh no!
I forget what the word is, like, it's basically the accent thing you put on it to, like, change one letter into the Z. Yeah.
Fuck, come on! Are you serious? Oh, I almost fucked it up. I forget what the verdict though on SNES versus SNES, like what the actual correct one is. I think it was SNES, which made me angry.
I mean, that's just because it's easier to say. You were talking about like, the machine in like a formal setting, having to say SNES every single time would slow things down and make you sound stupid.
That makes you sound stupid. Everyone knows that idea is my #1 enemy when it comes to language.
What?
The idea of shortening everything to make it one syllable less because that's infinitely more convenient. Let's make things more complicated by making it one syllable less because we're idiots. I'll kill you!
I mean, it's mostly to help like facilitate easier spoken word, which is important for communication. Especially considering the many fucked up mutant dialects.
Whoops. Whoops. Was not paying attention. Yo, that seems to happen a lot on this map. Oh, cool. And the gang's all... Oh, shit. I'm coming. I made it. Do you have, like, a long-range weapon?
How the Nautilus. My ability to be long-range is entirely dependent on whether or not my teammates decide to step in front of me. Nothing more, nothing less.
Fuck! Make it so that I have to jump on it, please.
In the German ad, they said Dragon Ball Z, which I assume is based on either French, Spanish, or Japanese version. Oops, I accidentally swam next to the rail.
I like how that sounds. Oh no. I'm not dead.
Don't know what the German translation was based on. Interesting.
Hey, Marissa from Hit Series Toho, what do you think we should call the letter? Oh, we were so close. Oh, we did it. We got through everything except for one. I don't want to touch right now.
No, touch it.
Maybe next time.
What is it?
Brexit. Dun dun dun.
I don't want to hear your opinions on it.
Well, no, it would basically be I want you to bring me up on it.
You're talking like I have to like write up basically like 2-3 years worth of the most comedically tragic history you've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, I don't give a shit about Brexit, and then they talked about it on Hello Internet. I'm like, you know what?
I don't give a shit about my own like the thing affecting my friend's like life. I got the wooden sandals. What the hell are these? I guess these are a past one.
You missed them.
Okay. No, I have them now. I just didn't give a shit about it until, you know, funny internet man made a joke about it. Meanwhile, everyone else just has to swallow America's shit and listen to all their problems.
Well, I mean, it's obviously very complicated, and no one wants to talk about it. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, people want to talk about it. People over here are talking about it fucking constantly because it's just the greatest comedy on earth.
don't know if it's a comedy.
No, it's a fucking comedy. When you've dealt with a DUP for as long as the people of Northern Ireland has, seeing other people having to deal with the DUP is the greatest comedy on earth. There's nothing funnier than seeing just, the English Parliament having to deal with the fucking mess they made. It's just so good. What are you doing?
I'm looking at brands. Silence brand. Like, did you know that scallop is quick respawn up, special saver down?
I didn't. So I guess next time is Gavin's Brexit Power Hour, where he just explains, just basically keeps swearing every alternate sentence as he just says the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard, and then it just keeps going. I'll just steal Condon's thing and go, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's what I would have said, except this happened next.
I'm not buying those for Luke. Are you kidding me?
I itch. Man, like a midnight start for the Shantae thing means I genuinely wouldn't finish it until like 5 a.m. Which is a bit further than I want to go.
I'm like half tempted to just do Pikmin. I was gonna combo it into this. I'm like, well, I could eat dinner, but who knows?
I'm just gonna go right, and then tomorrow night we'll finish Shantae. And then Monday morning, prime and ready, Kingdom Hearts 3. And at some point during the summer, Kingdom Hearts 2, critical level 1.
Whatever that means.
Hardest difficulty, level 1. Let's go. There's the things I have to say about Kingdom Hearts 3 and its plot. The original letter is Z, from the Proto-Sinatic alphabet, which Z comes from, was supposed to represent a stabbing weapon. Oh. Intriguing. I can sort of see that. You madman. It'll be the first time I've actually, A, played on critical, and B, did level 1. And it's just going to be maximum suffering, but I want to do, because, the thing I keep hearing is, critical level 1, they basically teach you to play, the Kingdom Hearts 2.
Play it.
Yeah, basically, to play, either, the giga top level, learning how all the intricate mechanics work instead of just putting together your mad-looking style combos for giggles.
It's like in the collection, I think in Kingdom Hearts 2, they added that fight with blonde hair Sora. That wasn't in the original. That is
that was in the final
amazing difficulty spike that you have to actually understand how the game works.
People say that, but
force you to do that.
When I first played that, for the first time ever playing Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on PS3, I just fucking broke the fight. I just beat him like everything else. I was like, it's fine, whatever. The only trick thing he does is he has one reaction command that's fast, but if you react to it, because I don't know, I have good reaction times, I guess. You just steal his keyblades and beat him about the room for a bit. And it's just I'll just eat my dick. The real hard thing of that was, the boss they gave to your fucking guy. God damn it, what was his name?
He's right. That's so stupid.
What?
So basically, Luke and I had this, right, we discovered this thing where, because of the Tetris 99 thing.
Lingering Will, that was it. Yes, go on.
Where I could, just log into my account on his Switch, and then all my games would be available to re-download.
Yeah.
But, and I did that with his Super Mario Party, and it works just fine. But on his Switch, he has this, I don't know if you have this, when you start a game, it says checking if the software can be played. Do you have that window pop up?
I think I have had that sometimes.
He has that always come up, and I try to load a game I put on, and it's like, this user cannot play the software. It's like, well, I can play his software. Isn't that strange?
That is weird.
And that's when his Switch was on at the same time, and he was on his account. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, a salmon run. A long salmon run.
Was
No
indeed.
problem with that. No problem with that. We don't even know where,
Imamli has very important news for you.
is it Carl? Wait. No. Yeah, who knows when we're going to do this again. Well, that's not even related. I don't even care about that. I don't even care about the Thanos meme.
Yes, you do.
I don't even. No, that's one of the memes that I don't.
Playing Marvel, baby.
That's one of the memes I don't care about. Yeah, who knows when Salmon Run will be again?
Straight up his butthole.
When we have enough topics, maybe, and
Oh,
time.
just every week.
Yeah, that might just be the best way to do it. Every time Arc Polaris shows up, so we get used to it. And yeah, I have no idea what my fucking stream situation's gonna be. Maybe Pigment tonight. If not Pigment tonight, then it's gonna have to be on Sunday. But I'd like to have Sunday be Persona 5.
Tomorrow night, lads, finish it off, and then the next fucking month or two is gonna be me playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
And I don't even know if I'm gonna do 2 games after I finish Pigment 3 or not. I have plenty of time to think about that, and then I'm never gonna come to a consensus.
I mean, the thing if you don't like have like 2 games that you can actually get through Persona 5 faster and you like finish it before Halloween.
Well, but if I do the anime thing, then it won't be faster. I was thinking about just focusing Persona 5 for like a week and then going back to whatever. So who knows? Hopefully Palace 3 is just a bad place, because it's like the first time I haven't been super excited to get back to the game, but I'm excited to get done with Palace 3. So
it's funny to me because you were like, I know people don't like. You're like, I'm looking up the Palace music, so I liked it, and then I just happened to read that everyone hates this, everyone doesn't like this Palace. The guy's a dick, and there's a mechanic in it. And I'm just kind of like, how the hell did you find all that out from looking up the music?
you kind of cut out there, and so
like, how the hell did you find all that out from just like listening to the music?
well, yeah, you see the comments.
You don't have to, and you really shouldn't read comments for
Well,
a game that you can be spoiled
for. It just
for.
happens.
No, it doesn't just happen. Just don't scroll down, you fucking twat.
I'm like, I kind of want to listen to Persona 5 music, but then...
Yeah, so don't look at the comments.
And then, the related videos, it's like, oh, the 4th Palace title song is something... I don't even remember what it's called, but... Something with her or she in it, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that means. But yeah. Persona 5 is fun, and yeah, I'm gonna have to see about rendering OBS shit, and if it's a problem with other people.
So I just got a notion, that does Discord have like a noise gate thing built into it?
I think you have to enable it.
Where would that be?
Settings. Voice and video.
Let's see. Is it the automatically determine input sensitivity?
Automatically determine input sensitivity.
Do I need that on or off?
I feel it's better to have it on because having Discord automatically do it is shitty.
Well, that's what I mean. Like Discord's automatically doing it.
Yeah, I would turn that off and then set it yourself.
So it's on by
probably
default. All right, that's probably
that's probably why.
Thanks, Discord. You fucking piece of shit. I'll mess with this later and we'll determine how well it sounds, but I'll put it like there for now. I don't know if that helps any or changes anything.
It probably will.
Do I sound more terrible now?
Like, you could just, talk at how low, like your lowest you think you'll ever talk, and then
I'll just talk like this and we'll see if anything happens.
Look at it from there and then move it down.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, almost every language except for Portuguese calls Z Zeta or Zet. Oh. That's interesting. It's not really a topic, but I guess because I'm seeing it there. I have My Hero Academia 2 Heroes on Blu-ray now. That's a good movie.
It's okay.
It's a good movie.
It's
It's better than this show. By a lot.
Man, remember when that show wasn't dead and people didn't, lose interest in it
I mean, season 4 comes out
in 5 years?
this year, like a few months. But everything I've heard about like what happens next to the manga basically makes you go like, oh, this is all going down the fucking toilet. General impressions are not good. The people who actually like it don't like it. And someone like me who begins to not like it as it goes on, it doesn't bode well. Dragon Ball Super Broly comes out on Blu-ray next month, and I'm going to drag you into the Discord like video call, and you're going to watch it.
Yeah.
There's no eh, you're going to watch it. It's so good. It's so good. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. It's time to go.
And that's it. Da, 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 da.